Hey everyone, welcome back to the Working Entrepreneur. I know you guys have missed me. So in this video, I am going to talk to you about the mistakes that you're making with social media, specifically IG. So if you are wanting to know what exactly you're doing that is keeping you from reaching those audiences that you're looking for your business in order for your business to grow, make sure you continue to watch this video. I know a lot of you are really tired about every time that you hear somebody say social media is the thing. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to get away from that. Social media is going to be in our lives for a very, very, very long time. Because it's going to be in our lives for a very long time, we might as well go ahead and utilize it, right? So again, like I mentioned in this video, I'm going to tell you why you are not reaching the audience that you need for your business to grow, and specifically with IG. Here are the reasons why you may be losing your audience, especially with IG. Why are you continuously selling at me? There's so many people like myself. I do not like people selling at me. Why are you selling at me? Why are you screaming at me? Stop the screaming. That's how you're going to lose a lot of people. People don't like to be sold at. Me specifically, when I see an ad being pushed at me, when somebody's being aggressive with their sales, that is the fastest way to turn me off. I don't want to buy from you. And if I'm feeling that way, I'm quite sure that you yourself feel the same way. And I know that you've seen a lot of ads out there where somebody's talking about, well, in this video, if you stay here for 60 seconds, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So in those kind of videos, those kind of ads, I am like, why are you screaming at me? I seriously just go ahead and turn off. I just turn off because now you've just completely lost my attention. I don't want to hear anything that you're trying to sell at me. You just lost a customer. Stop yelling at me. Stop selling at me. Talk to me like I'm a human being. Talk to me and tell me what it is that you're trying to portray about your business. Tell me your story. Don't yell at me. When you start yelling at people aggressively, especially, that's when you lose them. Stop yelling. Another reason why you are not reaching the audience that you need for your business to grow, especially on Instagram, is because you are not being consistent. Consistency is the key. You have to be consistent. You have to let people know that you are here to stay. If you are coming in and out, that's how you're going to lose your customers. That's how you're going to lose potential audiences that you're wanting to, your target audience that you need for your business. Of course, all audiences are not good audiences. All audiences are not going to be the ones that you need for your business to grow, but you still need to have the ability to be consistent with your IG. If you feel that the best way for you to be consistent is write a quote, do behind the scenes. Of course, if there's sensitive things that you don't want a lot of people to see, then try to do something. Try to do it in a way where people are not seeing everything, but just give them a snippet. If you don't want to do it behind the scenes, that's fine. But that is a good idea. People want to know that you're a human being. Another way that you can be consistent is be consistent on your stories. Give some kind of a story, let people see your face, let people hear your voice, give a picture of what your business is trying to do or what is the next step that your business is trying to do, or even just write a story of like a story post on IG about your next steps on how you're going to build your Kickstarter or something like that. Just make sure that you are consistent. Consistency, again, is the key to gain the attention of your potential target and your potential audience. Another way that you are losing and with your with your IG is you're not including hashtags with your posts. If you are Kylie Jenner, or if you're Beyonce, if you are, who else? who's this other people? Like, if you some Will Smith, it's understandable why you may not add hashtags with your post. They already have an audience. People are going to already look at their pictures and look at what it is that they're trying to convey to them. You are a nobody. I mean, let's be honest with that. It might sound harsh, but you are nobody to anyone. I am nobody to you. You're nobody to me. But you still have to find that potential audience, your target audience. And if you're not using hashtags that are for your specific platform, say if you're in a fashion niche and you're not using hashtag model or hashtag modelpreneur or hashtag behind the scenes or something like that. If you're not using something that connects to your platform to reach that potential audience that is all about your particular niche, people are not going to be able to find you. You have to use relevant hashtags, and you have to use hashtags that make sense. The mistake that you're making when you're posting on IG or with your IG period is that you're not using relevant captions. If I am sitting here and I put, if I write a caption about something that has nothing to do with why I am sitting here talking to you, it's not going to make sense. If I say, "Oh, I'm drinking a tea," but I have I have no tea in my hand, I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't see no tea. What tea are you talking about? That caption did not make any sense. You have to use captions that connects to your story, that connects to your feed, makes sense, and tells a story. And as well, there's some posts that I see that people are not including captions. Again, you're not Will Smith. You're not Beyonce. You're not what is those people? You're not Idris Elba. You're not any of them. So they can just put posts with no captions, and people are still gonna like it. People are still gonna connect to them. They're here. You're still here. Nobody knows you. So when you're writing your post, you have to make sure that you're writing captions that connects to that post, connects to that story, and connects to what exactly your audience, the reason why you want your audience to connect to you. So I'm sitting here, I'm talking about drinking my tea, and I have no damn tea in my damn hand. There's no tea in the damn picture. There's no connection. You have to make sure that your captions connect to your post. Another mistake that you may be doing with your IG is that you're using illegal hashtags. Yes, there are hashtags that are illegal that may put you on shadow block. And if anybody knows what shadow block is, you know that, okay, if you don't know what shadow block is, shadow block basically means do not disturb. That means because of the hashtags that you've used, the illegal hashtags that you use, nobody is going to find you. They have put a block on your post where because of that illegal hashtag, you are invisible. Nobody knows you. Nobody can find you. Nobody knows that you even exist. So you have to make sure that the hashtags that you're using are not illegal. And to do that, you have to make sure that you're doing your research on Google, and you can type in what are illegal posts, and it will pull up a lot of hashtags pertaining to your particular niche not to use. And as well, you can also Google hashtags that you can use that will connect to your potential audience. So make sure that you're not using illegal hashtags that will shadow block you and keep you on do not disturb. Basically, you are on the friend list, on the what you call this? You have been friend blocked. Nobody wants you. So because of that, that's why nobody can find you. So you have to make sure that you're using positive hashtags that are not going to keep you on shadow block. The mistake that you're making with your IG is that you are not commenting back to your audience or responding back to your comments. I mean, basically, it's self-explanatory. Again, you're not Idris Elba, you're not Beyonce. those people have a huge audience. So it's understandable how they cannot respond to everybody. But if you are somebody small or medium or trying to get, or you've already passed the medium but you're still stuck in that medium, you still have to make sure that you're responding back to your audiences. Somebody say, oh, I love your video, and then you haven't said, oh, thank you, or thank you for watching, or just acknowledging the comment that has been brought to your attention because somebody is actually taking the time to say, hey, I like your video, and then you just sit, you don't respond back. It's like, it's gonna leave a bad taste in people's mouths. They're gonna think that you think that you're better than them. I like connecting to people because they took 2 seconds out of their time to let me know that they liked their video. It especially with videos that you're taking time to make, or if you're putting posts out there that you took time to edit out your dark circles or make your lips bigger or or something like that, you have to at least take the time to respond back to your audience, regardless whether if it's negative or positive. If somebody will say, well, what about if it's a negative comment? The only thing that you can do is tell them thank you, because at least they took the time to look at your post, right? Or your feed, right? So still acknowledge. Don't, if it's a negative post, then be the bigger person and just thank them. Because what they have done for you is they have put light on your post where other people can see your post, and it just it's like a waterfall effect. So more people are seeing your post, regardless of whether it's negative or positive. It's still a benefit for you. The mistake that you are making is that you are not providing original content for your brand. What does your brand stand for? What is it that you're trying to do? It's not original. Nobody knows what your brand is all about. If you feel uncomfortable being in front or taking a picture of yourself, that's okay. That's fine. Not a lot of people are photogenic. You can, again, like I mentioned before, you can write post that connects to what your brand is all about. You can write like to a tip thing, like hey, do a tip of the day and give some kind of tip that pertains to what your brand is all about. Like if you're a model and you decide that you want to give tip number 1 for Tuesday, or tip Tuesday or something like that, say, and then you can provide them tips that they can use to better themselves as models. That's one way that you can do it. Or if you are a social media marketer and you can provide a tip Wednesday or a tip whatever day, or just a tip and just provide ways that people can be able to expand in their path in their social media marketing businesses. That's another way that you can be original to bring originality to your brand. Or if you want to make posts and put yourself out there and have people see who you are, make it original that still connects to your brand so people can understand what your brand is all about, and you're taking them in that journey as you're building up your business. People can see, okay, this is what you're trying to show me, this is what you're trying to convey to me, and it makes sense. So you have to make sure that when you're making your post, it's original and it still connects to your brand in some kind of way so that people are able to follow and you're not losing audiences. Let's be honest, people are very one-track minded. So if you confuse them in some kind of way, again, you are not Idris Elba, you're not Beyonce, you're not Jay-Z. When those people kind of put posts and it will be the most confusing post ever, but people are still going to connect to them. But because you're still building your because you're still building your business, you still have to make your post original and something that makes sense so that people are able to follow you through your journey. So if this video connects to you in any kind of way, make sure that you're watching. There's 2 other videos that will give you more in-depth information on how you're able to build your brand, and make sure that you're connecting and clicking on the notification bell below, and also subscribing, because in the next video I am going to talk about reasons why you may be burning out as you're starting out in your business. Because a lot of us, I know, it is an exciting experience to start your business, but because you are burnt out so quickly, you lose that joy. And I'm going to tell you ways to avoid that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure that you're connecting to me in my social media. All the links and everything are provided in the description box below. And have a nice day, you people.